Okay, so I guess I got a total of like 24 minutes of being able to record and talk. Uh, Obviously, I gotta make enough space on my phone for some shit. Again, I'm explaining my theories of what the Mothman could have been. I forget what state it was from, so forgive me, but I do know the Mothman's instance. But I'm 25, so, I wasn't old enough to know what was really going on at the time. Plus, I'd never been there or ever lived there, so. Anyways, it could be a number of things. The Mothman itself, one, could be what's known as, I forgot, it's not a community delusion, but it's a delusion where a large group of people see like the same thing. They're all imagining the same thing, like mass hysteria. That's what it is. So it could have been everybody just convincing themselves there was something there. But I highly doubt it, to be honest. To be honest, there's three possibilities. There's, I think, two very likely possibilities. It might even be a third. I'm not sure. I have to wrap my brain around it still. Mothman obviously could be a creature, but is it really a Mothman? We know our ancient histories. We know about ancient creatures, their drawings, these mythical stories, and I can't name them off the top of my head per se, but the Mothman does fit some of these mythical creatures. Therefore, instead of therefore, I would also explain kind of why it only shows up after a large number of years. Like, sightings just started happening after 5 decades or so, or something like that. It's been a while. Obviously, it's probably intelligent. I don't know if it caused the bridge to collapse. That photo looked slightly edited. Hard to say. But definitely could be a creature of some unknown origin or of known origin. Second thing it could be is a government experiment, but not necessarily like a mutation of sorts. Because when people back in the descriptions, or let me think of the word, forgive me, eyewitness accounts, they say it had large red eyes, round eyes, resembling headlights or a moth. While this is a trait of the moth's eyes, like the real life moth's eyes, it could have been a gas mask. Doesn't mean the thing doesn't have wings. I'm sure it has wings. But it may not be a creature. It may be a person, or a robotic life form. Obviously, the third sounds nuts. But we've learned a lot in the past recent years that some things aren't what we thought they are. I can't specify. All I can think of this weird Scooby-Doo episode. But my point is that it wasn't made up. The Mothman wasn't no made up story. It couldn't have been. There'd be so many different eyewitness accounts, and spanning up to like 50 years or more, and then having it go cold all of a sudden, and then sightings just suddenly reappear. I know it kind of went slightly off subject, forgive me, my mind works like that, but turns out I have a very what's the word? My brain, I'm very smart, even though I don't realize it sometimes. Anyways, the Mothman could be, why did it stop, and why is it showing up again? Obviously, the reason it stopped is if the thing was real and was out killing people and terrorizing people, it realized that it could only do one more big move, and then it had to disappear. Which, obviously, the bridge collapsing. Now, faulty equipment, yes, high possibility. What caused that equipment to be faulty? I mean, think about it. I mean, who knows what the Mothman is? Maybe it is a dude in a very high-tech suit terrorizing people, ageless, or who knows what it is. But it is something and not nothing. I kind of went off the subject because of my theories, but you see my point. Whatever this thing was, it wasn't made up. It couldn't have been. Unless the government project was putting the entire town on a controlled drug that made them see a controlled hallucination. Which I believe that may exist, but I don't know if that's what it was. I highly doubt it. Still though, a Mothman could have been anything. The three main things that it could have been, the most highly possibilities, was mass hysteria, creature, or an unknown entity / government project, or whatever. That could even be the fourth one. I don't know. The idea is the Mothman's real. In some way, shape, or form. Be it story or physical manifestation. Mothman's real. And you can't deny it.